wanna go to bed with arms around me.
You haven't seen much of Dido in the past couple of years, but don't worry, she's been very busy working on her third album. Safe Trip Home comes out next month, but we had to ask, why has it taken so long?
Sorry, I've been answering this question quite a lot today. I think I'm going to start making the answers up. I was touring for a couple of years, and then I basically wanted to go home, and I just got really into making music and learning new instruments and just experimenting, and I got on a bit of a roll, and I also wanted to spend some time with my family, and I don't know, suddenly the time seems to have passed, and but I was just having a lot of fun, and I sort of massively overdid it in the studio, but I got on such a roll, I just didn't really want to stop.
The album was produced with LA-based John Bryan, who in the past has worked with Kanye West and Fiona Apple, among others. For Dido, this meant spending quite a lot of time in sunny California, away from the familiar surroundings of North London.
I stayed there by accident, really. I went there to write with John, and then, you know, microphones came out and we ended up recording, and then suddenly we were making a record, and so I sort of stayed there doing that. I was coming home a lot as well. I mean, California is amazing to look at. You know, I've lived in London my whole life, so driving to somewhere like Yosemite, and you know, or driving through the desert and listening to you know, old Brian Eno albums is like, it just doesn't get any better.
Dido rose to fame when her debut, No Angel, became the world's best-selling album of 2001. Along with its follow-up, Life for Rent, she has to date clocked up over 22 million album sales, with number ones in 26 countries, an Ivor Novello and 4 Brit Awards. But you won't see Dido in the pages of gossip mags. That kind of exposure she can do without.
I mean, I feel really lucky. I've basically been left alone to make music. You know, I can completely walk down the street and not be recognised, and I just love it. You know, I feel like I've got the perfect balance of making music and you know, I've been so lucky with how many people have heard it, and then actually getting to just carry on my life, and that's important to me, just because I don't know what I'd write about if I had to cage myself in some way.
I might have been a poet.
The first single from the new album is called Don't Believe in Love. It's available to download on iTunes now before its CD release on Monday. Safe Trip Home comes out on November the 3rd.